I grow?
Yeah. First to like,
Huh?
yeah,
Yeah,
first.
Deum with the repeat.
Te Deum with repeat.
2 times and then the
2
trio.
complete times. Think
2 times with the repeat, that little baby repeats.
And then the trio with both repeats. And then back at it.
Yeah, so there's
probably for 100
this
times.
one don't have
Not
that.
too long.
Yeah. We know that form thing.
You know that it's there.
So it's almost 12 now. It's 12.
Yeah. It's neat how they put green lights up there for UAB.
Ha! Yeah.
That's nice.
Maybe.
That's funny.
Maybe.
Maybe it's permanent.
No, maybe it's because the dragon is green.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe somebody just likes it and got a good deal on green bulbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that at your house too.
Please.
Stand up.
Stand your rest, sit to play. Stand your rest, sit to
Up.
play.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
blink.
Here we go.
That was it for my
That's
circulation.
it. All we
They
had
got
to
to
do.
stand up.
Yeah, all we had to do.
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good afternoon and welcome, everyone. On behalf of the School of Dentistry, the University of Alabama at Birmingham, the University of Alabama System, special greetings to the families and friends and the members of the class of 2025, who we honor this afternoon upon the degree of Doctor of Dental Medicine is being conferred. Today, we gather to acknowledge the remarkable journey, the dedication, and perseverance that each and every member of this class has undertaken to reach this milestone. As we reflect on their accomplishments, let us not forget the tremendous support system throughout this journey. To the parents, families, friends, and mentors who have offered guidance, encouragement, and unconditional love, we are glad you're here to participate in this important milestone. In celebration of our graduates, we thank you for your unwavering support. Without your belief in these graduates, their accomplishments would have not been possible. And now, there are several individuals that are accompanying me as part of our platform party who will assist in the commemoration, and I will ask each of them to stand, and as they are introduced, please hold your applause until all have been acknowledged. Seated to my left on the stage, we're very fortunate to include among our platform party our distinguished guests. Dr. Kenneth Tilashowski, UAB School of Dentistry Associate Dean of Academic Affairs from 2011 to 2023, and now the Dean of the University of Tennessee Health Center College of Dentistry. Dr. Bob Jones, President of the Alabama Dental Association. Dr. Melody Anderson Jones, Vice President of the Alabama Dental Alumni Association. Dr. Carly Timmons McKenzie, Associate Professor and Associate Dean of Admissions and Student Services. Dr. Edward Bradford, Associate Professor, Department of Restorative Sciences. Dr. Yung-Sung Chu, Professor, Department of Restorative Sciences. Dr. Emerson Martin, Assistant Professor, Department of Restorative Sciences. Dr. Jocelyn McLennan, Adjunct Assistant Professor, Department of Restorative Sciences. Dr. Gail Schaefer, Assistant Professor, Department of Restorative Sciences. Dr. Brent McClenny, Assistant Professor, Department of Restorative Sciences. Dr. Elaine Sides, Assistant Professor, Department of Restorative Sciences. So this is when you're supposed to applaud, but I realize it was hard to contain yourself. I also want to acknowledge our faculty marshals for the graduates, and they're in the front row. Dr. Po Chu Shen, Assistant Professor, Department of Restorative Sciences. Dr. Alys Dengler, Assistant Professor, Department of Restorative Science. Dr. Snigdhi Gumadi, Assistant Professor, Department of Restorative Sciences. Every faculty member on the platform party was handpicked by the class of 2025, a sign of how they appreciate their education, their educators, and what they have meant for them over the years. I also wish to recognize the entire faculty of the School of Dentistry. These individuals, through their passion, dedication to educating generations of oral health professions, have done much to improve the health of the citizens of our state and nation. They have answered a noble calling to share their talent and knowledge with those who will carry on their ideals of our profession. I asked the faculty to stand so they may be acknowledged. I also want to take a moment to recognize a few of our staff who are here with us today and have joined the faculty on stage. Their work behind the scenes is essential to keeping the school running smoothly, and we're deeply grateful for their contributions. If there are any members of the dental profession in the audience, will those members please stand to be recognized? Now I would like to welcome Dr. Bob Jones, President of the Alabama Dental Association.
Fair warning, if I squinch my eyes, my hat's going to pop off, so bear with me. Good afternoon, and on behalf of the Alabama Dental Association, thank you for this opportunity. Graduates of the class of 2025, Dean Gers, faculty of the School of Dentistry, family, friends, and distinguished guests, we are all here to celebrate the class of 2025. Several years ago, Dr. McKenzie gave me the opportunity to serve on the School of Dentistry Admissions Committee. I was and am always very impressed with the quality of applicants, not only academically, but personally, and in all of your extracurricular activities. You absolutely are the cream of the crop. Now, fast forward 4 years. You are no longer outstanding applicants, but you are now outstanding young dentists. You're still the cream of the crop. You are graduates of what I consider to be one of the top dental schools in the world. You are well prepared for success in whatever field of dentistry you choose. Most of you have been in school since kindergarten and have endured years of tests, interviews, labs, and board exams. You have had lots of success, and I would imagine you have had some failures. It is your discipline and your dedication that has allowed you to reach this milestone in your life. Today is your day. Congratulations on earning your DMD degree. However, I'm going to follow up a little bit on what Dr. Gers said. Please remember that we accomplish very few things in life on our own. Please take time to thank all of those who played a role in your success. Some 43 years ago, ready to conquer the world and never look back. However, it didn't take long to realize what a special 4 years it had been. And it was because of my classmates, and believe it or not, even some of the faculty. I guess you could say misery kind of loved company. When we could study, when we had to study, when we had exams, we all studied. When we could play, we all played. It created a bond and support group that still exists today. Even after all these years, being with classmates is very special. As you depart and go in different directions, I urge you to stay in touch with each other, and I urge you to get involved in organized dentistry. As I mentioned at the senior celebration, I could say you have reached the finish line, but the reality is you have only reached the starting gate. What an exciting place to be. You have learned much to prepare you for success in dentistry, but there is no teacher like real-life experience and practice. I urge you to be a lifelong learner. As president of the Alabama Dental Association, I encourage you to be a joiner and to be active. There is no one organization that cares more about your success than the Alabama Dental Association. The sole purpose of our organization is for the success of our member dentists. I believe it is the best place to find mentors and other supportive professionals. As a member at the local, state, and national level, you will find the vital support you need as a young professional. Remember, there is always strength in numbers. And as the old saying goes, you can't peel a banana as long as it's still part of the bunch. It is my honor to address you as doctors and colleagues. And on behalf of the Alabama Dental Association, its officers, and its 1,600 some odd members, we welcome you to the profession of dentistry.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. We appreciate you being here. The celebration today is special because we have our special guests and the Alabama Dental Association's ongoing partnership to advance oral health in our state has been fruitful. Now I would like to welcome Melody Anderson Jones, Vice President of the School of Dentistry Alumni Association.
Good afternoon, everyone. Dr. Gers, faculty, staff, colleagues, families, and most importantly, members of the UAB School of Dentistry class of 2025. It is both an honor and a joy to stand before you today as Vice President of the UAB School of Dentistry Alumni Association. On behalf of the thousands of proud alumni who have walked across this stage before you, I offer my heartfelt congratulations. Today marks the culmination of years of intense study, long nights, and unwavering determination. You've mastered the science, the skill, and the compassion it takes to be a dentist. But more than that, you've become a part of a legacy of excellence, service, and leadership that stretches far beyond this campus. But while this chapter ends, your story is just beginning. You are entering a profession that is not only deeply rewarding, but also constantly evolving. Stay curious, keep learning, lean on your colleagues and mentors, because our alumni network is strong and we are here for you. I encourage each of you to stay connected to UAB. Give back in ways that matter to you, whether through mentorship, outreach, or simply sharing your journey. As alumni, we carry the privilege and the responsibility of shaping the future of dentistry together. Join and stay active in the UAB School of Dentistry Alumni Association. Attend Alumni Weekend every year. Keep in touch with your school, your classmates, and your colleagues. I also encourage you all to become engaged and involved in organized dentistry. You need community as dentists, and organized dentistry is your community. Join the UAB School of Dentistry Alumni Association, the American Dental Association, the Alabama Dental Association, Alabama Academy of General Dentistry, and other dental organizations. Serve on leadership in these organizations. Serve on the Board of Dental Examiners of Alabama. Stay involved. I have enjoyed being a member and serving on the leadership in the Alabama Dental Association, the UAB School of Dentistry Alumni Association, Alabama Academy of General Dentistry, and the Board of Dental Examiners of Alabama. I look forward to seeing each of you soar in your careers. Class of 2025, go forward with confidence, lead with integrity, and always, always remember why you chose this pathway in the first place, to serve our patients in the greatest profession in the world, dentistry. Welcome to the alumni family, and again, congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. We appreciate your leadership and ongoing support of our phenomenal Alumni Association. Now, I'm very pleased to introduce to you Maizara Nassar to deliver the Class of 2025 message. As Maizara is making his way to the stage, I want to take a moment to recognize how truly unique this class is. The Class of 2025 applied to dental school during the height of the pandemic. A leap of faith required trust, resilience, and a shared belief in the future of this profession. They are the largest class in the history of UAB School of Dentistry to graduate, and they have experienced a number of firsts together. They were the first to rotate through our community-based clinics, specifically our satellite clinic in Dothan, of which we have staff representation today. Expanding access to care across the state while enhancing their own clinical training. And in their third year, they welcomed the IDP class into their cohort, adding new perspectives and experiences and friendships. This is a class that has grown together, adapted together, and led together. So help us reflect on the journey and the spirit of this remarkable class. It's my pleasure to welcome Maizara Nassar to share the Class of 2025 message. Maizara.
Good afternoon to our faculty, to our cherished family, and most of all, the unbeatable class of 2025. I want to offer my congratulations, my felicidades, mubarako, shuka hamnida, gongshi, barabangs, and of course, elf mabruk, because this moment belongs to all of us. A little bit about myself. I was born in Egypt and raised in South Texas. I grew up between two cultures, two different worlds, shifting from school in the US and summers in Cairo. But that taught me how to connect, how to adapt, and how to care. But my path to dentistry wasn't linear. Not many people know this about me, but my journey started in medical school, and after initial 2 intense years, I stepped away. It was a hiccup, but at that time, it felt a lot heavier than that. I had to unlearn the idea that perfection is the goal. I think if dental school taught us anything, it's that we all want to chase perfection. But the real strength is knowing when we're not perfect, that it's okay to admit that you can't do everything, and that, growth comes from there. So that detour led me to teaching in high school, where I saw how a smile could change someone's complexity in life, and that clarity led me to try again. Dentistry became my second chance. Now, being from Texas, hook 'em horns, I was highly recruited by the Auburn boys to come take care of the big, bad Alabama Crimson Tide. No, but really, I think I came here to kind of test out my baklava business in the future. All right. But on a serious note, at my dad's suggestion, and it was kind of a last-minute thing, I applied out of state to UAB. And, just in case. I wasn't accepted at first, but just as Dr. Gers alluded to, there was an increase in the class size, and I had kept calling week after week, kind of letting them know I'm still here. And when the class size did expand, I got the call, and I've been thankful every day since. That was my second chance. Sometimes all it takes is one yes, one opening, one person to believe in you, and everything changes. So that second chance didn't come easy. With more students came tighter spaces and creative seating in room 301, even on the floor. And even here today, we're packed in Alys Theater like it's an SEC home game, and I love it. It's awesome. But through it all, we adapted, and that was what was so incredible about this class. We helped each other cross the finish line. We stepped in when someone needed helped clean up their chair, be a shoulder to cry on, and help lift each other up every step of the way. We gave each other second chances. When clinic didn't go as planned, or when a patient canceled, or when someone just needed help. That's what made our class unforgettable. Because what is dentistry really, if not the epitome of second chances? You know, a tooth has a cavity, we come in and give it a second chance with a filling. Maybe endo gives it a root canal and gives it another second chance. Or maybe that tooth can't be saved at all and oral surgery extracts a tooth. Or perio can give a second chance and save the day with a graft and an implant. Ortho can come on in and give a patient a second chance at a new bite. When, it's really complicated. We pass that off to pros and have them deal with that second chance, right? And even peds gives a second chance to those, younger patients who are beginning their dental journey. Dentistry is hope, it's healing, it's second chances. Looking back at our years here, it's wild how these 4 chapters flew by. D1 year, we were sitting there in Volcker Hall, studying biochem and head and neck and just questioning every decision we made. You know who I'm shouting out here. In our second year, we were cheering on the World Cup and getting through OSCEs like it's a penalty shootout. And then our third year came by and we were living in the clinic by day and setting teeth in the lab at night. And then in our last year, we had boards and licensure with Dr. Shu cheering us on. And I think if I asked Dr. Shu, how's this going right now? I think everyone knows the line that we're gonna go with. So good. There we go. But beyond the books and the burrs, we had those Greer Lounge lunches, the group chat, group meet chaos, and deep friendships. We were pushed by our faculty here that turned complex, concepts into an art, at times agonizingly, but into an art. That's the beauty of it. And beyond learning how to fix teeth, dental school taught us how to care like family, how to encourage each other, how to lift one another up, and ultimately share something sweet, whether those are kind words or a slice of baklava. So whether you chant Roll Tide or War Eagle, or maybe none of those at all, we were all united by a shared struggle, but truly by a shared strength. To our families, thank you for letting us disappear these past 4 years. Sometimes we didn't call, or when we didn't visit, or couldn't come home, it wasn't neglect, it was a quiet kind of dedication. Your understanding gave us the space to earn this moment. And for those who traveled across states and even oceans, thank you for being here today. Your patience and support made this celebration possible. I'm gonna address my mom and dad, to mom and baba. انتوا دايما السند والدفى في حياتي وكل حاجة حلوة بدأت في حياتي من غيركم فالله يخليكم يعني. You've been my support and my warmth in life, and everything good in my life started with you guys, so thank you. To Alan, Ben, and Andrew, thank you for being my A-team. You're the brothers I got to choose. We all had people like that, friends and family who carried us through the toughest days, who gave us strength when we had none left. Today's victory is as much theirs as it is ours. We didn't just become dentists, we became teammates, leaders, and thinkers. During our time here, many of my classmates and I wore scrub caps that represented Palestine, not to provoke or be abrasive, but as symbols. They stood for second chances, for listening with empathy, for standing up for those without a voice. A reminder that we must give second chances, not only to our patients, but to what we hear, to what we believe, and how we treat each other. We say Free Palestine not as a slogan, but as a stand for compassion and for justice and for a better world. It took one accident, and for over a century, an iceberg is just known for sinking the Titanic. So what will be our iceberg? Let it be this, that we were a class not defined by perfection, but by second chances. That we gave them to our patients, that we gave them to each other, and most importantly, we gave it to ourselves. That we live with compassion, that we practice with humility, and that we never forget the power of giving a second chance. It changed my life. And before I end, one last invitation. In 5 to 10 years from now, I'll be hosting a Destination CE in Egypt. We'll be beside the Nile, by the pyramids, with a shawarma in one hand and stories to pass along. So we'll reunite there and have a great time. Yalla Habibis, thank you. This is just the beginning.
Thank you, Masara. You left too early for me to give you a hug, but we'll catch up. That was an inspirational message. Now it is my great pleasure to introduce the Lister Hill Lecture. The tradition of our Lister Hill Lecture began when Joe Volcker then president of the University of Alabama at Birmingham and first dean of the School of Dentistry, presented the first lecture in 1970. And like Dr. Volker, this year's lecturer has a notable background as an academic leader. He's a passionate educator who lectures extensively in oral pathology, oral medicine, and infection control. Recognized for his leadership and contributions to education, he has received numerous awards, including the UAB President's Award for Excellence in Teaching and the UAB School of Dentistry Alumni Association Endowed Professorship. Although a graduate of Southern Illinois University School of Dental Medicine, we're proud to call him one of our own, especially since he earned his specialty degrees in both oral maxillofacial pathology and endodontics right here at UAB. Affectionately known to many of us as Dr. T, our lecturer and I joined the faculty here about the same time, and over the years he's become a fixture in our school's fabric. Known for his student-first mindset, his drive for excellence, and his sense of humor that's uniquely his, he made a long-lasting contribution to our community. He served in many roles, most notably as the Associate Dean of Academic Affairs from 2011 to 2023, mentoring students, guiding faculty, and leading us through 2 successful accreditation cycles. Now he's Dean of the University of Tennessee Health Center College of Dentistry. This graduating class holds a special connection to Dr. T, since they were the last group he taught oral pathology to. And when it came time to choose a speaker for today, they made a heartfelt request. They wanted him back. So we're incredibly honored that he can be with us here today to celebrate with this class. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Ken Tilashowski, who will deliver this year's Lister Hill Lecture.
It's amazing to see all of you today. I've missed you so much. So I want to start by a personal update. Carter's doing great. He's in complete remission and doing well. So thanks for all of your thoughts and prayers over the years. What a happy day. We're here to celebrate a milestone, graduation from professional school. This is a celebration of a lot of hard work and dedication from a group of very smart people. Congratulations to all of our graduates for their accomplishments, as well as their family and friends, because this is a celebration of your support as well. I'm honored and humbled to be in front of you today. Graduation speeches. I've sat through many, and I don't remember any of them. I try to give you a few pearls and some foods for thought, and while the graduates know I can lecture to a wall, I don't find these austere talks come naturally for me. So dentistry has an amazing legacy at UAB. UAB has had 7 presidents, and 2 of these were deans of this dental school. Joe Volker, and before I go on, there are 2 buildings on this campus named for dentists, and neither one of them are the School of Dentistry. Volker Hall is named for Joe Volker, the first dean of the School of Dentistry, the first president of the new University of Alabama at Birmingham, and the first chancellor of the University of Alabama system. The McCallum Basic Health Science Building is named for Scotty McCallum, the 3rd UAB president who in retirement became the mayor of Vestavia Hills. The current dental school deans of Southern Illinois University, University of California, San Francisco, the University of Tennessee, and the University of Alabama at Birmingham have all trained and been on faculty at this dental college. And so has the president of the University of Kentucky. The UAB School of Dentistry obviously fosters leadership. And as a side note, the UAB fight song was written by a dentist and one of our graduates. That $150 prize was enough to entice him to write that. So way to go, Joel Hearn. Today's graduates are completing a program at one of the best dental colleges in the world. They've benefited from a great legacy, but also fantastic facilities and an amazing and dedicated faculty and staff. You are completing this super rigorous program, and you're ready and prepared for the next step of your journey, whether you think you are or not. I want to share some lessons I've learned over my career, and I'm going to frame this around 4 themes. First, choose your heart. Monica Smith taught me this. Monica prepared an inspirational card for me that I have framed in my office and I share with many others. The phrase that has helped me continue to evolve is 2 reasons why life can be hard. First, because you stay in a comfort zone. Second, because you leave a comfort zone. The only thing that grows in a comfort zone is mediocrity. Choose your hard. You will go from comfort to discomfort for only a season to greater comfort. Launch out with expectation. Second, there's now an expectation of you. You've already experienced patient care, but now that you're a real dentist, there's an elevated expectation of competency. You must always seek new knowledge and personal growth to be successful. This expectation of competence will come from your patients, staff, and colleagues. When you receive that dental license, you'll feel a great sense of accomplishment, but deep inside, you are still the same person. But others around you will expect more from you. As Joe Walsh says in his classic song, Life's Been Good, describing his life as a rock star, everybody's so different and I haven't changed. I feel I'm the same person, but certainly people treat me different in my role as dean. I still buy most of my clothes from Costco, including my $17 4-way stretch pants. I met with our junior faculty recently, and I had about 25 faculty in the room, and I asked, who am I? And they go, you're the dean. I said, no, that's my role. I'm Ken. I'm a highly flawed individual with 4 children, 1 with autism, 1 with cancer, a partner of 40 years who I love madly, and I'm a person with gifts, passions, and skills, but I still have flaws that I work on every day. Regardless of your strengths and flaws, there's an inherent expectation of competence and excellence that those around you will expect from you in your new role as a dental graduate. I have some imposter syndrome. I think it goes with a role anytime you get promoted. I think Sarah Connor, and I've learned some lessons from her as well, as she's given some great talks, and I know she addressed you earlier this year on imposter syndrome and gives some great tidbits. I used a coach this year. Her name is Anna Poole. I've had friends and colleagues have coaches, and I always said, I want a coach too. How cool is that? So Anna said something in passing in one of our sessions that she didn't think much of, but has actually had a pretty big impact on me. She said, be the best version of you. When she first said that, my heart started racing, and I literally started sweating because I was like, how can you be the best version of you all the time? That just seems like a daunting task. But I think about that all the time, and when I take my morning run and I'm thinking about all the challenges that I'm gonna have to face in my day and my head is down, I think about those 6 words and it helps me meet the challenge. The best version of me is a tad different day to day, depending on how well I sleep or other factors in my life, right? But I strive to be the best version of me at that moment. And the more I thought about it, I came to the realization that the best version of me is what the people around me deserve. That is my duty as a husband, a father, a dentist, a colleague, and an administrator. And don't your patients deserve the best version of you every day? Strive to be the best version of yourself every day. Third, I've come to the realization that there's 5 things in life that I need to be happy and healthy and complete. I have to exercise my brain, I have to exercise my body, I have to eat well and sleep well. And the 5th is to have a passion. We had a development day at UAB some years ago, and we had this crazy speaker, and his whole talk was about passion. And I think about that all the time because I was really like, what is my passion? You know, common passions and passions you may have is your family, your church, your dog, might be Alabama or Auburn football, and hopefully one day maybe your passion will be raising money for the College of Dentistry's Dean's Fund. But we all need a passion. I've got a great family. I like to garden. I cherish being outside. But what is my passion? I've figured out that I like to be challenged. I like to find my hard, and I want to make a difference. And I want to thank Monica for helping me recognize my passion. Finally, while you seek that best version of yourself, remember to give yourself grace. Practice non-judgmental self-awareness. We're not perfect creatures, but we should strive to be better today than we were yesterday. We all make mistakes, and I know I've made a ton, but as long as you give your best effort, you'll sleep well at night. Please know that this great faculty is here to support you throughout your career. Whether you need guidance, mentorship, or simply a listening ear, the doors are always open. Your success is our success, and we look forward to seeing all the amazing things you will accomplish. I want to thank you for your time. and I want to thank Dr. Gers for inviting me, as this has been one of the greatest honors in my career. Thank you.
Thank you for your remarks, Dr. Telechowski. It is a special treat to have you back here in Birmingham to celebrate with us today. In recognition of your contributions and on behalf of the Alumni Association of the University of Alabama School of Dentistry, I would like to present you the Lister Hill plaque as a small token of our appreciation.
Thank you for these special remarks, Dr. T. It's truly special to have you back here in Birmingham to celebrate with us. Thank you, Dr. Jones, for the special recognition. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to present a very special award. Many of you have made meaningful contributions during your time here, through service, scholarship, and leadership. And while we wish you could recognize each of you individually, today we have just one opportunity left to present a special honor, the Dean's Medal. It's awarded to a member of the graduating class in recognition of his or her exceptional leadership, embodiment of the UAB shared values. This year's recipient exemplifies the shared values of our university. Someone who supports others generously, often behind the scenes, and collaborates with purpose. A true uniter, brings people together and builds trust, and helps others succeed. They have a steady presence, a go-to person when others can count on, and a thoughtful leader. This person represents the very best of what we hope for in our graduates. Someone who leads with compassion, serves with purpose, and lifts others along the way. His classmates chose him to deliver today's class message, a reflection of the deep respect and admiration he had earned. It is my great honor to present this year's Dean's Award to Masara Nassar. As he joins us on stage, I want to make a couple of comments about Masara's leadership and service. Much of you already learned through his address. Masara brought a unique perspective to dental school, having worked as a biology and chemistry teacher before discovering his passion for dentistry. While volunteering in a friend's dental clinic, he learned what dentistry could mean to him. That experience sparkled a new calling for him, and we're so glad he did. Masara has been a steady, trusted presence throughout his time at UAB. He served as class president for 3 years, consistently stepping up to support and represent his peers. His leadership extended beyond the school, and he has been invited to the office of the provost to serve on the Dean Search Committee, and we know how well they did their job. He was also selected for the UAB SOD Japan Exchange Program, a prestigious opportunity to that reflects on his academic excellence and representation abroad. It presents us with the global perspective we seek. After thoughtful conversations with faculty members who served in the U.S. Air Force, Masara accepted an Air Force scholarship and will soon begin his service as a dentist in the military, continuing his journey of care and service on a national scale. Masara, we as an institution praise your leadership and efforts. We are proud to call you a UAB alumnus, and we thank you for your service. We will now conduct this most important part of the convocation ceremony, the awarding of the doctoral hoods and diplomas to our graduates. Doctors McKenzie, Bradford, Shue, and Martins will join me in the presentation. Dr. McKenzie will introduce the members of our graduating class. At this moment, please make your way to the stage. Doctors Bradford and Shue will hood our graduates. We also welcome several relatives who are dentists who will be participating in the hooding ceremony this year. Then Dr. Martins will assist me with the awarding of the diplomas to our new doctors. Dr. McKenzie, take it away.
Thank you, Dr. Gers. Members of the class of 2025, this is your moment. You may now rise and come to the stage. So I have to say that this is a special day for everyone in this room, but this is also incredibly meaningful for me personally. This was my very first class to enroll as chair of the admissions committee. I think that I'm a little partial, but I think we did good. So I'm pleased to have the honor of calling members of the class of 2025. Alan Ahmad. Fajr Ahmed. Zara Ahmed. Rugeya Khaled Al-Jalal. Mezd Kiswani. Edwin Colton Alter. Anastasia Joy Azizian. Lauren Elizabeth Ballou. Benjamin Neil Barfield. Bryce Hayden Black. Tyler Ansley Blackburn. Hunter Montgomery Blackman, to be hooded by his father, Dr. Kenneth Allen Blackman, Jr. Alexander Napoleon Boulay. Carter Stephen Bowen. Angie Sophia Bradley Ollie. Ariel Faith Burnett. Alex Caceres. Anahat Chuk. Alexis Catherine Cortez Smith. Hannah Austin Daly. Alexander Darty. Sydney Stewart Davis. Ella Brannon Dean, to be hooded by her mother, Dr. Barton Walker, and her grandfather, Dr. Charles Tatum. Valeria De Leon. Ashley Hughes Denson, to be hooded by her brother, Dr. Cody Allen Hughes. Jotika Deer. Brandon Alexander Englert, to be hooded by his grandfather, Dr. Michael Lewis Hughes. Chase Allen Fagan. Hannah Morton Foreman. Evan Michael Gilmartin. William Parker Griffin. Ethan Lucas Gunn. Davina Vu Ho. Anna Powell Hayline. Kayla Lynn Holcomb. Joshua Huff. Maliha Islam. Parker Hunt Jarecki. Simone Alys Cameron Kalunga. Gurman Carr. Matthew Sawyer Lansdell, to be hooded by his father, Dr. Greg Lansdell. Andrew Ignatius Lissy. Richa Sanjay Sangita Loda. Nicole Allison Loprenzo. Donald Griffin Lynn. Luke Andrew Maddox. Sarah Thompson Maddox. Yashi Maheshwari. William Hogan Maitrey, to be hooded by his father, Dr. Mike Maitrey, Jr. Preshta Dipti Satish Mangla. Cameron Jansen Markser. Elizabeth Glenn McCutcheon, to be hooded by her father, Dr. Michael McCutcheon. Trevor Austin McLemore. Cassidy McNeely Miniot. Elizabeth Zeman Meacham, to be hooded by her father, Dr. Gregory Zeman, and her brother, Dr. Matthew Zeman. Raina Iman Means. Mitali Mahendra Mahatre Patil, to be hooded by her sister, Dr. Steffi Neenan. Ali Ahmed Mohammed. Hallie Shay Morissette. Destiny Cheyenne Moser. Christina Elisa Moulton. Maysara Usama Nassar. Cindy Wynn. Justina Marie Nicola, to be hooded by her mother, Dr. Rania Nicola. Bushra Nizami. Sarah Jordan Oliver. Grace Park. Diego Pascual Sebastian. Anjali Anish Patel. Kush Umeshkumar Patel. Megan Lane Patton. Jancy Pena Alberti. Luke Cecil Phillips. Rebecca Taylor Powers. Zoe Elizabeth Powers, to be hooded by her sister, Dr. Katie McPeak. Rhiannon Elizabeth Prim. Jennifer Proctor Burgess. Luichin Lucy Pooh. Mark Edward Pullen Jr., to be hooded by his father, Dr. Mark Pullen. Amanda Queiroga Figueiredo. Manisha Reddy Yaramala. Rashmika Reddy Nalabolu. John Robert Reel. Mylene Rodriguez. Mary Alys Rodriguez. Fernanda Rossetti. Amir Nassim Sahori, to be hooded by his brother, Dr. Asar Sahori. Grayson Daniel Scott. Brandy Janelle Seawood. Jai Vinraj Shaw. Julia Hujong Sim. Sharon Son. Erin Faye Stanley. Tristan Blaine Thompson, to be hooded by his brother, Dr. Trey Thompson, and his cousin, Dr. Adam Cotant. Nicholas Cade Vasquez. Tyler Seth Vermillion. Raquel Simone Waller. Taylor Nicole Walton. Abby Whitfield Washburn. Brooklyn Terry Williamson. Noelle Goolsby Wooten. Evan Wright. Andrew Bowen Zong.
So now that we have completed the awarding of the hoods and diplomas, Dr. Jocelyn McLennan will lead our class in reciting the professional honor code, the Dentist Pledge.
The Dentist Pledge, our honor code, is the traditional oath that generations of University of Alabama School of Dentistry graduates have recited as they leave our halls to enter the professional world. This interpretation of the Dentist Pledge was written by one of our own faculty members who was a leader and an innovator in the profession, Dr. Sidney Bernard Finn. Graduates and dentists, please rise to recite the Dentist Pledge along with me. As evidence of the esteem with which I hold my chosen profession, and with full appreciation of my responsibilities to my fellow man, implied and expressed by my degree in dentistry, I do hereby willingly pledge that I will execute to the best of my ability the theory and practice of dentistry so that I may do honor to myself and my profession, that I will faithfully observe the principles of ethics as set forth by the profession, that to the best of my ability I will endeavor to improve myself through continuing education by whatever means available, so that I may keep abreast of the advances in the science and techniques of dentistry for the betterment of my patient. All this I accept with pride in my profession and with humility at the magnitude of the work to be done. Congratulations, you can be seated.
Thank you, Dr. McLennan. Ethics affects virtually everything we do as dentists, from our relationship with the public to our relationships with our staff and other professionals. We are proud of the firm foundation we've provided our students in ethics and hope that you will live by these principles of the Dentist Pledge from here forward. Now we are pleased to include a special military officer commissioning ceremony as part of our commencement activities. Before we get to the ceremony, we'd like to take a moment to recognize those who have served in the military. Would the members of the class of 2025 who are serving or who have served in the U.S. military please stand to be recognized? Also, would anyone who has served or is currently serving in the U.S. military please stand to be recognized? We thank you for your service. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to invite Drs. Gail Schaefer and Brent McClenny to come forward. Dr. Gail Schaefer earned her Doctor of Dental Medicine degree from UAB in 1991, followed by a certificate in comprehensive dentistry from the Naval Postgraduate Dental School and a master's in health sciences from George Washington University. While serving in the United States Navy, having traveled the world throughout her 3 decades of survey, she achieved the rank of Rear Admiral and served as Deputy Surgeon General of the Navy. Following her retirement, we are very pleased she joined our faculty. After graduating from School of Dentistry in 1994, UAB School of Dentistry, Dr. Brent McClenny completed a 2-year AEGD program at Keesler Air Force Base Medical Center in Biloxi, Mississippi, and received his Mastership Award in the Academy of General Dentistry while in the Air Force. He directed Air Force Advanced Education in General Dentistry residency programs for 13 years of his 23 years of service and retired at the rank of Colonel in 2012. We're pleased to have Dr. Shaver and McClenny here lead the commission ceremony. Now would graduates Dr. Alan Ahmad, Dr. Evan Gilmartin, Dr. Maisara Nassar, and Dr. Brooklyn Williamson join us on the stage. A lieutenant in the U.S. Navy, Dr. Alan Ahmad, will be joining a military AEGD program at Camp Lejeune in Jacksonville, North Carolina. A captain in the U.S. Army, Evan Gilmartin, or Dr. Evan Gilmartin, will be joining the oral maxillofacial surgery program at the Joint Base San Antonio, Texas. A captain in the U.S. Air Force, Dr. Masara Nassar, will join the military AEGD program at the United States Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs, Colorado. A captain in the U.S. Army, Dr. Brooklyn Williamson, will be joining a prosthodontics residency at Fort Eisenhower in Augusta, Georgia. Each of these graduates have received a highly competitive health profession scholarship for their respective service. They will enter in the rank of 03 and will serve at least 4 years as a general dentist or dental specialist following their completion of their residency programs. Dr. Shaver and McClaney, please do the honors.
Are you ready? Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Alan Ahmad. I, Evan Gilmartin.
I, Brooklyn Williamson.
Having been appointed, state your service and your rank.
Having been appointed Lieutenant U.S. Navy. Captain U.S. Army.
Captain U.S. Army.
Do accept such appointment.
Do accept such appointment.
And do solemnly swear.
And do solemnly swear.
That I will support and defend.
That I will support and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
And that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation.
Without any mental reservation.
Or purpose of evasion.
Or purpose of evasion.
And that I will well and faithfully.
And that I will well and faithfully.
Discharge the duties.
Discharge the duties.
Of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
Of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Masara Nassar,
Having been appointed a captain
having been appointed a captain
in the United States Air Force,
in the United States Air Force,
do accept such appointment
do accept such appointment
and do solemnly swear
and do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United
the
States
Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same,
that
I take this obligation freely
I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Captain.
I want to thank Dr. Shaver and McClenny and our newly commissioned officer for sharing that memorable oath of office. And thank you for your service for our country. At this point, I would like to ask our graduating class to rise. Because this is the moment where you're going to move your tassels to the left. Please be seated. Today, our students take their place in a long line of distinguished UAB School of Dentistry graduates. On behalf of our faculty and staff, I want to thank you for the time you have chosen to spend with us. You've earned the privilege to care for the oral health of others, a responsibility that is both technical and deeply humane. With this degree, you are now a leader in your community, not just by title, but by the trust placed in you, to provide care, comfort, and healing for all. Treat every patient with dignity. See them as your equal. Let your work be guided by compassion, by integrity, by the values that brought you to this profession. Over the past 4 years, we have had the chance to watch you grow, not just as students, but as professionals and as people. We've seen you support one another through challenges, celebrate each other's wins, and even share a few laughs in the hallways and clinics. We will never forget the energy you brought to the early morning sessions, and how quickly you adapted when things didn't go as planned. Your presence here has been an enrichment for our school. You've challenged us, inspired us, and made us better. And though your time as students has come to an end, you'll be always part of the UAB School of Dentistry family. Please stay connected through continuing education, through mentorship, and by sharing your journeys, which most of you will certainly experience. We are proud of you, and we look forward to seeing you making a difference in this world. One last thing. In the future, when we meet again, we will certainly remember you, but please tell me your name and the class you graduated in so I can place you in the right context. You are a proud member of the class of 2025, and I wish you Godspeed and many blessings. As we conclude, I would like to invite all of you to stay for a reception with your class, friends, family, and faculty, as well as staff, just outside in the hall. Now please stand and remain standing while the platform party leads the recessional.